One thing to go. Shakedown on the track. The first time it's actually been on a racetrack and done legal skids in New Zealand.
All right, Brendan, how you going, bruv?
Oh, as you can see, we're Link and I are putting some fluids into it, so it must be getting to that time of starting this beast up, eh? We had Ryan come in and sort of the wiring.
So the main thing is we just put a monster taco in there. Tied up a bit of wiring, put a bigger alternator on there.
Yeah.
Extended some bits and bobs. Nothing too crazy.
Pretty close to actually just kicking in the guts, to be honest.
Man.
Because I think Mikey lands in at 10 this morning, so
Yeah.
it'd be fizzing to just give it a couple of blips on the throttle, eh?
Yep.
Not exactly how I thought my Friday was going to go, so in between doing work on the S14 and the wagon, we're about a month out building trophies for Summerbash.
Yeah!
Love trophies.
Oh, g'day. Oh, he's freaking making trophies. They let me back in the country, mate.
Gee.
What's up, mate? I'm back!
Photos.
Mate, you got
I'm
lots
intrigued.
to catch up on.
I'm intrigued to
There you go, brother.
see. Oh, good. Yeah. Priority.
Of course, what's in this one?
Actually not for me. No, this is for Brody Retallick.
It's not one.
Oh.
Rugby players still need rotaries too, you know?
Yeah. So all ready for startup then?
Yeah, we're ready for startup.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Even got a proper size steering wheel. It's like different. It's like a different car, but it's still the same.
Alright.
Oh, there's our friggin' pumps.
When we go to start it, Ryan, can you just keep it on the oil pressure, see what it comes up to?
Ready? Yep. Fire in the hole.
Oil pressure okay?
Yeah, well, but it's in kg.
I know. So it's what, 5 kg or something, is it? Yeah.
One thing to go. Shakedown on the track this afternoon. Going out to test at 4 o'clock. 7 minutes past, but priorities, mate. It's the finer details. If it wasn't for these guys, we'd have no traction. We'd be having no fun. And we wouldn't have this project, actually. This whole project is thanks to our tyres.
Last time this car and me seen each other was really at the Skid Fest and at the Velodrome. 2004.
2004.
Yeah, bro. And now I've got the work on it, and now I'm here about to go see it shred out there. So that's going to be out the gate.
And the first time it's actually been on a racetrack and done legal skids in New Zealand, other than like Skid Fest and Ford Road and Nats. But this car's got me in a lot of trouble. But we're just giving it a shakedown. We're about 3.5 weeks out from Summerbash. This thing is pretty much nipped up. I've been away for most of the time. The boys have done an incredible job of refabbing pretty much everything underneath. I'm actually going to be able to see because we've taken the full D1GP FIA head restraint seat that I was literally looking through this little corner. So I might actually be able to see where I'm going now. So I am feeling very nervous, to be honest. What I might do is do this just a couple of times, but then I'm just going to focus on this. So you guys might want to go.
I just wanted to see you just do some like figure eights here,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you can just get the feel
I'll
for
do
it
that in
first.
here.
Isaac, does this work?
So first shakedown, first thing I'm going to do is actually just scrub in the tyres, do some figure eights and go lock to lock. because in the shop, even just driving around the shop, it had like it was almost like there wasn't enough pressure in the power steer pump. This power steer pump did work on the old setup, but if that doesn't work, then I'm not even going to bother going on the track. What we'll do is go back up to the Mad Lab and put in the good old trusty Holden Astra pump that we've used in everything, including the McLaren. But we'll see. I've got confidence. The power to traction balance, it honestly feels like your old MX-5.
It sort of looks like it.
like the handling carousel, like I couldn't spin it out. I mean, I did 2 freaking laps, a warm-up, shakedown lap, but... And that's not the sticky tyre either.
Does it feel like it's getting on lock? Like lock?
No.
Because it doesn't look like you're getting on lock.
No, I'm like big angle, but then I'm used to like, like trying to wrench more, but I'm not even there.
No, that's why when I see it, it doesn't look like it's on full lock.
Nah. It's like lateral forward grip is insane.
Yeah.
Should not do what it's doing right now. Like to handle like that in a 1976 car it was good on a burnout pad. I mean, it was one skid fest. Yeah, that we're doing on the hoist, on the jack, on the floor,
not there.
Cruising around the shop. No, I can't even. I don't know if it's just because
it's got wheel speed. It's got momentum, yeah.
It comes back far. Like a lot of cars, I'll go and then like whip the switch.
Yeah.
It whips itself because that subframe.
I actually saw that over here when you were doing that little thing.
Even just munging down there, it goes whoop, and then you just gas it, and then just picks it back.
I saw that from the tyres because when you went like that and you come with the gas, you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, stand back on it.
Yeah, we'll get you guys to base the truck down on that gate next, and I'll just do run-ups. Well, obviously I can't do the whole section, but then we can just check gearing and stuff. So. Well, so we got Summerbash just around the corner. Usually I go do a run, or Link will go do a run. Link's car's freaking ages away from being fixed. I say ages away, and we're like 3.5 weeks away from the event, but he usually is doing the shakedown, but for me I'm going to shakedown just to run the lines. You know, this is 8 or 9 Summerbashes we've done now, and we actually have a proper section that we've concreted that we, instead of dirt dropping, you can actually flick off the track 3-wheel and then come back into the round for the finish. So, and when I pulled the seat out to swap the seats, I found the window winder under the seat, so I went and put it on, knowing that it's not connected. I went to just move it into the right spot, and the window moved. I'm like, what the hell? Quado had put the Perspex windows onto the regulators, so they actually work. So now I've got white windows that wind up and down. Like, here I have been driving this car for like 2 years, hot as in the summer, like can't breathe, full of smoke, and got one. And I just drilled out these holes, put the holes in, so I got the hole saw out on the weekend, and freaking like this thing. One of the big things was cabin smoke, not being able to see anything. Now I've got no issues.
Is he going to do the layout or something like that?
He's only doing the entry and then maybe up to the thing and then spin out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're testing the section, but obviously the other half of the track is being used by someone else, so we're just doing entry into the second corner and then turns around.
Too much side bite.
Right, it does. It pulls in so fast.
And I think it just
Exactly like how the MX-5 used to handle.
Oh, true.
It's like, it's got so much grip. You can see as soon as it gets on the gas, it's just like in the grass.
yeah.
If I touch the gas, it comes back.
So that last one you said, that was a better run at all.
Yeah, well, I stayed on the gas through the switch.
Yeah, because if you come off it, it just wants like straight up.
There's so much grip in the back.
Yeah, there's not so much side bite, eh? It's not real.
Well, it's not even a point going on a third set of tyres.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm going to give it a check over and
Yeah, we're good to go.
I'm freaking happy. That was freaking successful. Well, you know when you bring down 3 sets of tyres, you do 1.5 and you're like, yeah, let's call it a day. It's tight, it's responsive. I'm literally trying to slow the rotation down, something like technique I've never really used, because you're usually trying to like just whip it as hard as you can from lock to lock. I'm literally trying to grip the steering wheel firmly to enough to still allow it to slide through, especially that really fast switch before you go up the hill. But yeah, it feels incredible. When I thought of this project and pitched it to Toyo Tyres for D1GP and told them the story, I knew we were going to be able to go and drift this car because of what we used to do in it on its old street spec, but I did never think it was going to be able to swing full 180 degree backies and still feel comfortable to be able to pull it back through. So hey, testament to the boys, man. They've been freaking going hard on this. Link's car, that's the crazy to think in about 3 weeks time we're going to be down here with Link watching that thing go 1,000, twice the horsepower of this freaking thing, twice the size tyre, all the new fruit. Okay, so that's one down. Now we've just received the HKS gearbox back from Norm. We're going to install that into Mad Bull. So Mad Bull's coming back out of the cafe. Last time I drove that car was top 16 Super Class that took the win, but now we're going to bring that car out. That car is not the competition car. This car is going to be the hero car for Summerbash. Still a lot to do at Link's car, but next on the hoist it's going to be Mad Bull.
Hello, brother.
Hey! What a successful afternoon.
Sweet. This thing might be getting a little bit jealous now that it lost the Fursty plate and it's sitting on the car next door, but
It's trying to say, you want to see what I can do, bruv?
yeah. You deaf yet, bruv?
Yeah, a little bit.